out May 25th on Blu-ray from ViaVision. And their imprint label is The Warriors.
Can you dig it?
Come out and play.
So Imprint here doing their usual Imprint thing with their hard box, their reversible art. It's got new and old features. And this set is limited to 2,000. So
let me interrupt you. Does it include the original theatrical and not the tinkered with editions that has the comic book segues?
It's got both.
It's got both.
Can you dig it?
Now, I know you're not as familiar with this film as I am. That has always been a thorn in the side of fans. That's big.
Yeah, so this, I think you're right. I think this will be big for people. I've seen a lot of people mentioning how excited they are that they're able to get both cuts of the film, and that this is coming from Imprint's pretty cool because they're a pretty awesome label. They always do a really nice, like, hard slip box, and again, they're doing reversible art, and there's nothing fancy with photos or extra posters or anything, which isn't a big deal to me. But they usually do scrape together a good amount of features. I see a lot more added here than I have on previous things that I bought, like Regarding Henry. We're getting 2 discs. Disc 1, the 2005 director's cut, like you mentioned, Russ, has like an extra sort of minute of this like narration from Walter Hill and these comic book inserts that kind of like try to flow the movie together in some way, but just come across as jarring. On disc 1, a new commentary from an author and a former Fangoria editor, which I don't know why they're randomly coming out of the woodwork to do this, but they are. There's a new intro from Walter Hill. There's 4 old featurettes, and then that's pretty much it on disc 1. So just a new commentary there. But on disc 2, there's another new commentary from a film critic. There's new interviews with a bunch of people that are involved with the movie, like James Remar, Dorsey Wright, David Patrick Kelly, the composer, and UCLA professor Bryant Kirkland, who discusses the origin of the film, which I guess is based on a book. And then lastly, all these, both of these versions are coming in 2.0 lossless mono sound and 5.1. I love ViaVision. I love them a lot. I've bought at least 3 or 4 things from them. And it's always been in the aftermarket or through deep discount because going through them is very expensive. Their editions go for $40, usually at minimum $40. And then to get them to US, you're talking $20 extra just through their website. So it's like $60 just to get it directly through them. This for the Warriors is $69.99 with $20 shipping. So you're looking at about $90 to get this to the US for these 2 cuts, including the one that everybody is apparently dying to see and have.
Can you dig it?
So I think even for a boutique label, that's pretty outrageous, especially considering places like Arrow that give you hard boxes and additional tchotchkes.
It's that theatrical cut, dude.
It is. It's their
the
gouging.
Theatrical cut. They know the
gouging
demand.
a little.
They know the demand.
Can you dig it?
And I cannot dig it.
I can't dig that. That's way too expensive. I'm sure there's people out there that are like, no, you don't understand. We'll gladly pay that. But wouldn't it have been nice if it was only $40? I mean, does it have to be $70?
I'll be keeping an eye out because I do want to own this. I own the Steelbook. I want the theatrical, man. That's a selling point. That's a high selling point for this release.
This is the first time that a real decent release it's not even the US, but a real decent release like this has come out, except for that Germany one that I mentioned, which was a few years ago. But I wonder if it's going to start moving its way stateside for a 4K release or its own collector's edition here. I don't know what label we would guess. I could see Arrow or someone like that doing it, but something a little bit more substantial for the US crowd. I don't know if it's just going to stay overseas. I don't know why it hasn't come to the US yet.
Warriors is too big for a Vinegar Syndrome or a Severin or something like that. Yeah, I can see Arrow though.
I've never seen this movie. Obviously I've heard it referenced. I've seen it, in pop culture and, ripped on and parodied and whatever you want to say, but I've never actually seen it all the way through.
It's just so cool. It's just such a well choreographed example of 1970s filmmaking. There's no CGI, there's no special effects, and it's compelling, it's exciting, and it puts a smile on your face.
Dude, it's a fun movie. Like I said, it was one of the few movies making a video game on it made sense. Yeah. Because it's so...
like a beat 'em up.
Well, the film itself, it feels like a free world movie. It's just the story of the gang. Your main character is trying to get from one locale to the other. And they are framed for the murder of a beloved leader within this gang community. All the gangs are meeting up for this meeting, so it's like hundreds of people in there, and then the main dude, he's like talking, getting them all revved up, and then he gets shot, and the Warriors get blamed for it.
Why do the Warriors get blamed?
Watch the movie.
It's a great company. It looks like a great release. Even though you love this movie enough, that's way too expensive for you think? What do you think?
And that'll be one of those things.
Late night. RoboCop all over again.
I look at my credit card statement like, why? I pre-ordered this
Deep
shit.
discount? And I tried to get free shipping, so I bought 5 other things? What?